They've got icy personalities. Some create actual ice out of feelings, but they warm up like hot butter when they find love. Here are 10 romance anime where the cold-hearted boy falls for the girl. Let's go! If you want to know more details about the secret isekai project I'm developing, check my X account. You'll find anime memes too. Link down in the comments. Number 10, Wolf Girl and Black Prince.
もしかしてただでこんなめんどくせえこと引き受けてもらえると思ってる。お前が俺の犬になるってんならくだらねえ茶番に付き合ってやってもいいっつってんの。
This is Erika Shinohara. All of her friends have boyfriends and she doesn't. So, just like everyone, she lies about having a boyfriend to fit in with her new friends. When they ask for proof, she snaps a picture of a random guy, Koyoya Sata, who just so happens to be popular at school. To avoid getting caught, she asks him to pretend to be her boyfriend. But Koyoya is not the sweet guy everyone thinks. He's kind of a jerk who makes her his dog to keep the secret. And the more she stays with him, the more complicated their relationship gets.
ちょっと、サタ君って。
ダメ。もう少しこのまま。お友達が見てる。
This show isn't your usual fluffy rom-com. The story feels more grounded, but at the same time might turn some people off because the relationship goes from toxic to, oh look, the guy has a softer side in a matter of seconds. The humor and romance are a little different too, not your typical setup. It's one of those love it or hate it shoujo anime, and I'll leave it for you to be the judge. Number 9, Yakuza Fiancé Reis wa Tanen Gali.
吉野、気持ち悪い？寝てると酔うのかな？ こっちにおいで。
いい匂い。
Whenever you speak about cold-hearted bad boys in Japan, the Yakuza pop somewhere in your head instantly. This is about Yoshino Some, who moves from Osaka to Tokyo after her Yakuza family arranges her engagement to Kirishima Miya to seal a truce. At first, Kirishima seems polite, but behind the facade, he's a twisted maniac who thrives on chaos and pain, and Yoshino decides to break his heart by making him fall in love with her.
殺すじゃねえよ。俺の女血が出てるっつってんだろ。まだ死なせねえからな。あと10リットルは血流してもらわねえと割に合わねえよ。
This show nails having a strong female lead who's not waiting around to be saved like a damsel in distress. Yoshino is smart, tough, and unapologetic, which makes the whole thing way more interesting than your usual rom-com. The vibe is gritty because it's about two people trying to manipulate each other, and it also shows the harsh reality of Yakuza life without glamorizing it. Think of this as the grim, dark version of Kaguya-sama Love is War. Number 8, Taisho Otame Fairy Tale.
おでこ、貸してください。もう熱は下がったようですね。
Tamahiko Shima is stuck living alone in a mountain cabin after an accident left him unable to use his right hand. To make matters worse, he's also estranged from his wealthy family. But his dad decides to be a bad but not so bad dad when he starts to send a girl named Yuzuki to marry him. Despite her background and their odd start, Yuzuki's kind and hard-working nature helps to make our depressed and cold-hearted boy a little less depressed.
哀愁ございますね。
近い。
What really gets me about this show is how the characters actually grow. Tamahiko's journey from brooding loner to someone genuine and caring feels so natural, and Yuzuki's the perfect love interest to balance the moodiness with her energy. There are also some wholesome scenes, like when Tamahiko shyly reacts to Yuzuki's new dress, that hits just right. You want a fluffy rom-com? This one's what you should watch. Number 7, Sugar Apple Fairy Tale.
やだ、こっちに来る。そうだ、シャル。あなた精子陽性でしょ。盗賊追い払って。
面倒だな。
面倒ってちょっと。刺激者、刺激者。
In this world, fairies are enslaved after losing their wings, and our girl Anne Halford dreams of a world where this doesn't happen so fairies and humans can live peacefully. The story kicks off when she sets off for the capital to compete in the Royal Candy Fair and earn the prestigious Sugar Silver Master title like her late mother. For this, she hires Shen Fao Shen, a sharp warrior fairy, as her bodyguard.
お前だ、お前。
そうだ、かかし。
Sugar Apple Fairy Tale nails the classic shoujo vibe with good animation and good balance of drama and slice of life. And isn't perfect, which makes her relatable, and Xiao keeps you hooked with his mystery and cold-hearted, brooding personality. There are side characters like Mithril to lighten the mood, and surprisingly, this show doesn't shy away from heavy topics like slavery. So if you want a shoujo anime with depth, this is the show for you. Number 6, The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague.
ありがとうございます。
めっちゃ可愛い。ありがとう言いたいのはこっちの方や。
This guy's name is Himuro, and whenever he's stressed, he creates blizzards around him. Now, you know where tornadoes come from. On his first day at work, a girl called Fuyuzuki helps him get a grip on his frosty freakouts. Ever since then, Himuro sees Fuyuzuki as a cure for his strange condition and slowly falls in love. Can our ice guy find warmth? Watch and find out.
怖え。美月さんに心配してもろた。可愛いだけやなく、かっこよさも兼ね備えてる。
This show nails that grown-up workplace romance vibe while also mixing some of those awkward high school vibes. It's perfectly balanced, as all things should be, and doesn't turn too cringy or too serious. Plus, I really love the whole interaction between Himuro and Fuyutsuki. It's pretty wholesome. If you want a grown-up rom-com that's sweet without being over the top, this is what you should be watching next. Number 5, The World God Only Knows.
ご契約ありがとうございます、神様。さあ参りましょう。かけたまがり。
Kaima Katsuragi is the ultimate pro at dating sims. He's so pro at it, he's called the god of conquest because he can win over any virtual girl. But in real life, he has 0 girlfriends and doesn't care about them. This is when a clueless demon Elsie ropes him into a deal, help her catch escaped evil spirits hiding in the hearts of real girls so he could be the god of conquest in real life. And it isn't as easy as Kaima thinks.
うちのクラスの高原あゆみだっけ。
っていうかあれ、何なんだよ。
I know, this sounds like a harem. It is a harem, but this is one of the harem shows that do it right. Instead of girls becoming infinity stones, this time they all have their own struggles and different personalities. The character works solid, especially the mix of comedy and surprises with the girls' stories. Some arcs go slow, others crank up the laughs, but the way Keima applies dating sim tactics in real life never gets old. So give this a go. Number 4, 7th Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy.
貴殿への突然の無礼を詫びよう。そして願わくは、どうか俺の妻になってほしい。
Here we have the female counterpart of Natsuki Subaru. Every time Riche dies, she's reincarnated. This is her 7th reincarnation, and she's determined to keep things low-key. But surprise, surprise, Arnold Hain, a crown prince with a dark future, and the very guy who killed her last time, shows up and drops a bomb. He wants to marry her. Riche's caught in the middle of political drama, a potential war, and the strange connection with Arnold, forcing her to decide whether to accept his proposal to hopefully steer her life towards one that doesn't involve death.
何ですかその手は。約束したはずです。指一本触れないでくださいねと。
I have to say, 7th Loop nails what a villainous story should be. Riche is insanely well written. She's independent, sharp, and has this cool vibe of someone who's lived through hell multiple times but won't be pushed around. The romance with Arnold is also surprisingly realistic because it avoids typical cliches by making both strong-willed and independent people who grow together. Plus, there's politics. Who doesn't love politics? Everyone on Twitter does. And while we're at it, follow me on Twitter. Number 3, The Fruits of Griseia.
俺の言葉が嘘かどうか観察して見極めろ。刺して排除するのはそれからでも遅くない。
Yuji Kazami transfers to Mihama Academy because all the guys want is a normal high school life. The school has just the principal and 5 female students, but each student has a dark past. When Yuji gets closer to these girls, he realizes Mihama is a place where broken people come to heal, or at least try. Now he's got to save them all, and while saving them, they'll also fall in love.
ねえユージ君、私まだ肝心なことを聞いてないよ。
なんだ改まって。
あの人との関係 恋人じゃないんだよね。
This show really surprised me. It's got serious stuff like trauma and tough backstories that you don't often see handled this well in romance anime. But you know what's better than anything? The main character. This guy is a straight up, no BS, don't give a crap sort of guy who doesn't blush like a 4-year-old and knows how to kick ass. And if you love this anime, make sure to play the visual novel it's based on. Number 2, My Happy Marriage.
毒でも持ったか。わかりやすいことだ。
毒？
こんな何が入っているかもわからないものは食えん。片付けておけ。
Miyo Saimori's life has been rough from the start. And by rough, I mean very rough. She's born into an arranged marriage, she's treated like nothing after her mother dies, and she's sidelined in favor of her half-sister. Then, out of nowhere, her dad tells her she's going to marry Kyoka Kudo, the head of a prestigious family who's known for being cold and rejecting every fiancé he's had. Miyo expects to go from the frying pan to the fire, but turns out Kyoka isn't as bad as they say.
申し訳ありません。私ったらすっかり夢中に。
気にすることはない。好きなだけ景色を楽しむといい。
This show nails it by mixing romance with mystery and even some supernatural stuff, making it feel fresh. What really stuck with me is how Mio's struggle is. She doesn't just magically get over her past after meeting Kyoka. The story gets how deep emotional scars run and that healing takes time. Plus, the animation is solid and it's got a great second season, so give this a go. Number 1, My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu.
頼まれた以上責任は果たすわ。あなたの問題を強制してあげる。感謝なさい。
Hachiman Hikigaya is a high schooler who's pretty much checked out of the whole happy youth thing. He hates social norms and doesn't believe in the typical high school happiness narrative. After writing a biting essay on why modern relationships suck, his teacher makes him join the volunteer service club. It's run by Yukino Shita, a cold girl. Now, you need to find out what happens when a cold boy meets a cold girl.
一応お礼の気持ち。ヒキも手伝ってくれたし。
This show nails the antisocial lead vibe and mixes sharp humor with some brutally honest takes on social awkwardness. It's not your typical rom-com fluff. This one digs into what it's like to feel rejected or just not fit in without sugarcoating it. The whole deadpan banter between Hikigaya and Yukino Shita adds some dark comedy, and then Yui Yukiyahama comes along like a ray of sunshine. As you guessed, I'm a Yui fan, so let me go cry in the corner for now.